So, sige, we will start. So, for the first problem now, this is madali lang kasi the reactions, the supports are roller saka hinge. So, this is statically determinate. And then, first, we are interested only in solving the reactions of this system. So, there are actually two ways to solve the reaction at, let's say this is A, and this is B. Yan. So, there are two ways to solve these reactions. So, first, solve muna natin systematically by resolving these forces into components. Meron kasi tayong dalawang methods, but you will soon find out that the second method is much more efficient. So, the first method is the conventional one. We can resolve these forces into components. So, bale, diba meron tong horizontal component, meron din yung vertical component. Yan, sabihin natin this is the x component, this is the y component. So, this is 1.8 sine 30 degrees kasi this is with respect to the horizontal. Yan. While this is 1.8 cos 30. For this load naman, we have two components. Meron yan siyang 0.45 cos 45, and we also have a downward component which is 0.45 sine 45. Now, this is downward and acting to the left kasi this is down and to the left, parang southwest. And this is down and to the right kasi this is toward the right, but the force is going downward. So, that's how you can resolve the components. So, by analyzing this, we can first get the reaction at A. We can get the reaction at A by taking moments about B. So, we have a vertical reaction here, which is, sabihin natin AY, and here we have BY saka BX. Yan. So, taking moments about B, we have AY multiplied by this distance, 2 meters yan. So, this is 2. And then we have 1.8 cos 30. It will cause a clockwise rotation about B, so plus. Again, we are still using the long method. Later, I will discuss the short method. So, cos 30, and then multiplied by a moment arm of this distance. Yan. So, ano yan? This is, di ba meron yan siyang distance. Yan. So, this is, di ba, this is the radius. Yan. Di ko pala nabigay yung radius. By the way, ito pala. If 1 meter yan from the center, yan pala yung radius, 1 meter pala. So, this is 1 meter. 1 meter din yan. Kasi this is also the radius. Diba? And this is also 1 meter din yan. So, sulat natin. Now, the moment arm of this force, yung 1.8 cos 30, is 1 meter and then sine of 30 degrees. So, bale, 1 sine 30. Again, we are looking at this triangle. Yan. Yan yung moment arm ng force na to. And then, how about for this force? For this force, this will cause a counterclockwise rotation about B. So, we're gonna use minus 1.8 sine 30, and then its moment arm going to be is this distance, which is 1 meter, plus yung distance na yan, which is 1 cosine 30. Yan, so tapos na tayo dito. Dito naman tayo sa 0.9 kN. So the 0.9 kN load, this is acting downward, so it will cause a counterclockwise rotation about B. So minus 0.9 multiplied by 1 meter. Yan yung moment arm niya. And then finally, for this load naman, itong 0.45 sine 45, yan yung vertical component. It will cause a counterclockwise rotation about B. Yan. So, its moment arm going to B is, di ba, we can extend this line. Yan. Yung moment arm niya is the remaining distance. Bale, 1 meter, and then minus natin yung distance na to. So, mangyayari is 0.45 sine 45 times 1 minus bakit 1? 1 kasi yan. And then subtract natin to, which is 1 cos 45. Yan. And then, for the last load, ito, it will cause a counterclockwise rotation about B. So, minus din yan. Minus, still 0.45, but this is now cosine 45. And then, multiplied by this distance, which is 1 sine 45. So, medyo mahaba tong method na to, no? So, set natin yan to 0. So, solve natin si AY. So, we have 2 times AY, alpha x, and then plus 1.8 cos 30 times sine 30, and then minus 1.8 sine 30 times 1 plus cos 30. And then we have minus 0.9 times 1 for this load. And then minus 0.45 sine 45 times 1 minus cos 45. And we finally have minus 0.45 cos 45 times sine 45. Yan. So, medyo mahaba. I mean, set pala natin to 0. Yan. Solve natin si x. So, solving x, we have 1.059. So, AY pala. AY is, ano yan? 1.059. This is Kn, and then since positive, tama yung assumption natin, so this is acting upward. But there is another way to solve AY. We can use the principle of transmissibility. So, sir, paano yan ma-apply dito? Move natin yan. Saan ba? Dito na lang. So, how can we get 1.059 by using the principle of transmissibility? Ito yung mangyayari. Diba, itong load na to, yung 1.8 kN load, it acts toward the center. Toward the center of the arc. Itong 0.9 din, toward the center, saka yung 0.45 kN, it's acting toward the center. So we can apply the principle of transmissibility by transferring these loads to the center. So, ito yung mangyayari. Bala, we can transmit this load dito. So this is 1.8 kN. We can also transmit this dyan. So this is downward 0.9 kN. And we can also transmit the 0.45 kN load. So, andito na yan. So this is 0.45 kN. Yan. So, if you will transfer the loads, disregard na the original loads. Ito na yung i-consider natin. Now, yung advantage nito is the horizontal component of this load is tatama sa point B. Yung horizontal component din nito tatama din sa point B. So, wala na yan siyang moment arm na vertical distance. So, if I am to take moments about B with this new figure, we have AY still multiplied by 2, and then we have 1.8 kN. Its vertical component is will cause a counterclockwise rotation about B, so minus 1.8, and then sine of 30 degrees. Yan, multiplied by a distance of 1 meter. Now sir, bakit 1? Yung vertical component kasi niya is, di ba, parang paganto. Diyan na yan sa center nag-a-act lahat. So, if we have this component, its moment arm is only 1 meter. Yan. And then we also have 0.9 kN, so minus 0.9, still multiplied by 1 meter. Yan. And then, we have the vertical component of this force. It will still cause a counterclockwise rotation, so minus 0.45 sine of 45 degrees, and then multiplied by 1 meter. Yan. So, set down natin to 0. If you will try to compare, this is significantly shorter than this previous solution. So, let's try to verify kung the same lang ba yung value. So, retype natin. We have 2x minus 1.8 sine 30 times 1, wag mo na lang isulat, and then minus 0.9 this force, and then minus 0.45 times sine 45. Yan. So, set natin to 0, solve natin yung AY. So, solving AY, as you can see here, the same lang yung lumabas. Diba? We have AY equals 1.059. Yan. So, this is significantly shorter than the previous solution. So, ito na lang yung gamitin mo. Just transmit the loads if meron kang loads na acting toward the center of the arc. Yan yung technique. So, this is Kn still acting upward. Yan. But, hindi pa ito yung hinahanap natin. Nagkataon lang yan na yung vertical reaction at B is equal to this value. Now, to get the vertical reaction at B, we have to sum up forces along Y. So, we have AY and then minus 1.8 sine 30 minus 0.9 and then minus 0.45 sine 45. Plus natin yung BY, magiging 0 dapat yan. So, solving BY, we have move ko na lang yan sila sa right side. By the way, known yung AY, this is 1.059. Yan. So, 1.8 sine 30 plus 0.9 plus 0.45 sine 45 minus 1.059. So, solving by, 1.059 din yung value. So, by equals 1.059. Yan. And then, since positive, tama yung ano natin, assumption. So, this is upward. Yan. And then, how about for the second question? What is the horizontal reaction daw at B? Now, this is easy kasi we can just sum up forces horizontal. So, summing up forces horizontal, we have 1.8 cos 30 and then minus 0.45 cos 45 yan lang, and then minus bx. Set natin to 0. Bx becomes 1.8 cos 30 minus 0.45 cos 45. So we have 1.24. So bx is 1.241 kN. And then since positive yung result, this is acting to the left. Yan. And then for the last question, determine the moment where P1 is acting. By the way, hindi ko nasulat, but for this particular problem, ito yung P1. Yan. Sorry, di ko nalagay. So, mag-moment daw tayo sa P1. So, taking moments about P1, we have this force will be excluded kasi dito tayo mag-moment sa point na yan. So, what will only cause a moment there is the force AY. So, di ba AY was ano yan? 1.059. So, the moment at P1 is 1.059 multiplied by this moment arm. Yang distance na yan, which is 1 meter, yang buong radius, minus natin yung 1 cosine 30. Yang distance na yan. Subtract natin from 1. So, what happens is, multiply natin to by 1 minus 1 cos 30. Tama ba? Check down natin. So, 1.059 times 1 minus cos 30, we have 0.1419, which is tama lang. This is KNM. Yan. So, ito na yung mga sagot. Now, for the next problem, saan ba dito? Check ko alin yung mas madali. Ito na lang. Let's just solve this last kasi this is a 3-hinge arc. Bale, magka-cut pa tayo dito. Medyo mahirap. So, wait lang. Ito muna. We have a circular arc daw na merong radius na 5 meters and a center at 0.0. And then, it carries a vertical load of 10 kN as shown. So first, we have to find the moment daw at a point indicated as C in the figure. So, we need to take the moments here. Yan. Wait lang muna. moment at C. Yan. So, dito, we have to first solve the reaction. The reaction at A and the reaction at B. But, since we are only interested in the moment at a point, it's okay to just solve the reaction at the hinge. So, to find that, we have to take moments about B. Yan. Again, meron tayong AY. We have AY. We also have BY saka AX. But since wala tayong horizontal forces na external acting on the arc, ibig sabihin AX is 0 pala. Yan. So we can solve AY directly. Now we have AY multiplied by what distance? Don't use 4 plus 4. Diyan nagkakamali yung mga students. Kasi yung 4 meters kasi, yan kasi yung distance patungo sa C lang. Diba? So, this whole distance pala, yan, is equal to the radius. Diba? So, this is actually 5 meters. Yan. So, AY pala must be multiplied by 5 meters plus 4 meters going to B. Yan. And then, we have minus 10, this force, multiplied by 4 meters going to B. Yan. So, set natin to 0. Yung AY pala is 40 divided by 5 plus 4, magiging 9. Tama ba? Yan. So, we have 4.44. So, AY equals 4.44 kN. But, hindi yan yung hinahanap natin kasi walang reaction dito sa tanong. So, move na lang natin. And then, this is 4.44 kN. Yan. Now, slice down natin to. Let's cut this section. Yan. Slice natin yan. So, we have this figure. Trace ko na lang yan. Yan. We have this figure. And then, we have a reaction here at A. This is 4.44 kN. Yan. And then here, since this is cut na, notice na what's parallel to this line is parang paganto. Yan. Ito yung line parallel to the cross section. Now, diba, shear corresponds to forces, shear force corresponds to forces parallel to the cross section. So, ibig sabihin, yung force parallel to this line is yan yung shear. And then, we also have to draw another axis perpendicular to this. Kasi, hinahanap din kasi yung nang tawag dito, hinahanap yung axial force. Diba, axial force corresponds to forces perpendicular to the cross section. So, let's also try to draw a perpendicular line. Yan. So, extend lang natin yan para makita nyo yung cross. Yan. And then, transmit natin to. By the way, change ko yung thickness. Yan. This is the center point. Yan. And then we can draw a line here. Yan. So this is point O. And then yung distances natin, this is 4, 3 yan, and this is 5. So to solve this problem systematically, solve muna natin yung angle theta, which is this one. Yan. So to solve angle theta, we can use sine, cosine, or tangent, but tangent kasi yung sanay ako, so gamitan na lang natin ang tangent theta equals opposite over adjacent. So opposite side is 3, and then the adjacent side is 4. Yan, so 3 over 4. So kunin mo lang yung arctangent ng 3 over 4. This is 36.87. Yan, so ito yung theta. Now, we have to first analyze kung saan yung theta dito sa figure natin. Yan. So, if this is theta, let's label alpha as 90 minus theta, or the complementary angle of theta. Now, since this is a triangle, yan, if this is theta, this is 90 minus theta. So, lagyan natin ng blue. This is, ano pala? Alpha. As label dito. So, if this is alpha, diba, this line was perpendicular to this section. So, 90 degrees pala yan. So, if 90 degrees yan, then the sum of this angle plus this angle must be 90. So, ibig sabihin, this is also theta pala. Yan. So, yan yung forces na i-analyze natin. So, bale, with respect to the vertical, yan pala yung component ng theta natin. Now, sir, paano kunin yung components nito along this axis? Ito yung technique ko dyan. Diba, these are our new coordinates. Sabihin natin, this is x prime, while this is y prime. Kasi diba, rotated yung figure natin. Now, copy ko daw yan. Exclude muna natin yung angle. So, let's copy this. Remove natin to. Saka ito. Yan. So, paano mo malalaman kung ano yung direction ng forces nito, yung components niya along the rotated axis? Diba? Kasi, pwede kasi yan na baka isipin mo pa ganito, and then ganyan. Diba? Pwedeng ganyan. This is toward, parang upward sa rotated axis. This is parang to the left sa rotated axis. But, diba, pwede din na pag ganito yung drawing mo. Yan. Which is, magbabago na kasi this is wait. Ano yung kanina? Diba kanina, ito yung dinraw ko. Yan. Ano pala? Upward to the left. This is, ano yan? Upward to the right. So, alin dyan? Alin dyan yung components niya? Yan yung medyo mahirap dito. Now, ito yung technique to resolve the components easily. Remove ko muna. Yan. So, diba, we have this force, 4.44 kN. Now, pwede mo yan i-transmit dito. This is acting upward. So, lagay natin dito. yung tail ng force must be at the center or at the origin. Yan. Again, ito yung tail, ito naman yung head. So this is 4.44 kN. So copy down natin, and then let's try to rotate it such that we have the normal axis. Diba? So rotate down natin. Yan, gawin natin vertical and horizontal. Diba parang ganito? Yan. So, ano yung components niya? Diba, the components will be upward and to the left. Diba? So, ibig sabihin pala, yung component pala ng force na to must be acting to the left and upward along the rotated axis. So, ito pala yan. We have a component pala dito na parallel to x prime. Lagay natin. This is sabihin natin ax prime. Yan. Toward the left. Kasi diba, toward the left yan. And then, acting upward along the y-axis. So, let's draw a line parallel to that. Yan. So, ito pala yung ay prime. Now, another question that will arise is, saan yung theta dyan? Ito ba yung theta or this one? Let's look at our figure. Looking at this figure, diba, theta is with respect to the vertical line patungo sa, ano yan, rotated y-axis. Diba, or y prime. So, this is the vertical line. Patungo sa y prime, yan yung theta. So, this is theta pala. Yan. So, madali na lang. Kasi alam na natin yung ano dito, shear forces saka normal force. It must be opposite to this to maintain equilibrium. So, ito pala yung sabihin natin, diba, normal force perpendicular to the section. So, this is perpendicular sa section natin. Let's label this as N. NC na lang. NC. And then, the shear force is parallel to the cross-section. So, it is along the X prime. So, we have this shear force. So, this is, ano pala? This is VC. Yan. So, to solve NC, we have to sum up forces along y prime. Fy prime equals 0. Yan. So, we have, diba, ay prime wait lang, move ko lang to. Yan, so we have ay prime and then equal yan to, again, since inassume natin na opposite yung directions, equal na lang yung sign gagamitin natin. Now, what is ay prime? Ay prime is 4.44 cosine of theta. Diba? Kasi if you look at this triangle, yan, ito yung adjacent side, ito naman yung hypotenuse. Yan, so gagamitan natin ng cosine. So 4.44 cosine theta. Now theta was 36.87. So 4.44 cos 36.87. This gives us 3.55. Yan. I mean, ano pala? This is NC pala. Sorry. ito kasi yung AY prime. Yan. In-equate na lang natin yung buong system. So, 3.55 kN. Yan yung normal force. Check natin. Tama. Axial force is 3.55. Yan. And then for the second question, shear force daw. Ano yung shear force at C? So the shear force is parallel to X prime. So to solve the shear force, we have to sum up forces along X prime. Yan. So meron tayong VC, and then since opposite yung directions nila, equal yan siya to AX prime. Now AX prime is 4.44 sine theta. Diba? Kasi this is the opposite side to our reference angle. So, 4.44 sine 36.87. This gives us change na lang natin to. Sine. We have 2.66. And this is Kn. Yan. So, check natin. Tama lang. 2.66. Yan. So, medyo madali lang. Kung alam mo lang paano i-rotate yung components. Now, for the first question, ano daw yung moment at a point indicated as C? So, ano yung moment dito? So, meron din tayong reactive moment dito. Sabihin natin MC. Yan. So, madali lang. The same lang kanina. MC is the vertical force, which is 4.44, multiplied by a distance of again, perpendicular distance, we have this one. Yan. So, diba, this is, if this is 4, the radius is 5. Ibig sabihin, what's left is, yung distance na yan, this is 1 meter pala. Yan. So, medyo madali lang kasi times 1. So, essentially, 4.44 kNm yung moment at C. Yan. So, tama din. 4.44 kNm. Yan. So, ito naman. We have a 3-hinge arc, and then hinge supported siya at A and C. Yan. And then, merong internal hinge at point B. So, let's first check the determinacy of the beam. Diba, we can use R equals 3N. Now, if you'll use this formula, R must include all the reactions, including internal reactions. Now, we have 2 reactions dito sa hinge, another 2 here. So, 2 plus 2 magiging 4. And we have 2 reactions din sa internal hinge. So, 2 plus 2 plus 2 magiging 6. And then, how many members do we have? Diba, we have 1 member plus 2. Kasi separated sila by the internal hinge. So, 3 times 2, diba, magiging equal. 6 equals 6. So, since equal yan, determinate pala yung structure natin. So, we don't have to apply any deflection methods, mga ganun, superposition, to solve the reactions. Kasi this is determinate. So, paano to siya solve? Try nyo muna. Wag na lang kasi Medyo mahaba pala to. And solve na lang natin directly. So, for the first question, determine daw the horizontal force acting at the hinge. Now, for this type of problem, yung gusto ko is, I will use two equations, two unknowns, and then, yung first kong hahanapin is the forces sa internal hinge. Yan. So, try daw natin. Let's cut the figure at this point. Yan. So, slice natin siya to reveal the internal forces. So, trace ko na lang yan. Trace natin, saka ito rin. Yan. So, move natin to, and also this one. Yan. So, we have here the reaction sa hinge. Sabihin natin, this is AY, this is AX. Now, yung directions ko, these are all assumed. Di ko pa alam yung direction talaga. So, let's just say na yung reaction dito is downward. So, sabihin natin, BY yan. And then, I will just assume that for the left side, BX is acting to the right na lang. Yan, kasi yung AX ko to the left kasi. So, BX yan. And then, we have an applied force dito. So, meron tayong 36 kN. And this is applied 2.5 meters from A. M. Yan. And then, this distance naman, from A to the internal hinge, yan ay magiging 6. Kasi the radius is 6. Diba? So, this distance is also 6 from the center up to the arc. Up to a point on the arc pala. So, dito na lang. This is 6. Yan. And then, for the other side naman, for the right side of the cut, diba, for the internal forces, dapat opposite yung directions mo to maintain equilibrium internally. So, if this is going to the right, for the right side of the cut, this must be going to the left. So, this is BX. Again, kung mali yung direction dyan, di mo na masusolve yung problem. Kasi, mag-iiba na yung reactions mo. So, always check the directions if you have an internal hinge. Now, BY here is acting downward. So, dito pala sa right side ng cut ko, it must be acting to, acting upward. So, this is BY. Yan. And then, at C naman, this point, meron tayong CY. We also have CX. Yan. And we have an applied load right here. Dyan. This is 15 kN. And then yung distance niya going to the internal hinge is 3 meters. Yan. So, solve doon natin yung BX saka BY. Now, we can do that by summing up moments about A and about C para ma-eliminate natin yung forces sa external reactions. So, we have here summing up moments about A for the right side of the cut, we can eliminate the 2. So we only have 36 times 2.5. This will cause a clockwise rotation about A. And then we have BY. It will cause a clockwise rotation then. So plus BY. Multiply ko yan by 6. Yan. Perpendicular distance. And then we also have BX. It will still cause a clockwise rotation. So plus BX. The moment arm is still 6. Yan. 6 meters din yan. So, lagay ko na lang, no? This is 6 meters. Yan. Equal 0. So, this is my first equation. Meron tayong 2 unknowns, so we need 2 equations. So, the second equation will be dito sa right side ng cut. So, summation of moments tayo dito naman sa C. Yan. So, we have minus BX multiplied by this moment arm. Yung distance na yan. So, ano yan? Diba, the whole distance is 6. Yan. If we'll extend a line dito, yung buong distance is 6. So, yung natira pala dito is 6 minus 3.6. So, ano yan? Diba? 2.4. Tama ba? Double check na lang natin. Tama. 2.4. So, we have minus 15. Yung force na yan. I mean, positive pala. 15 and then multiplied by this remaining distance. Yan, hindi din natin alam yan. Distance, let's say x. Yan, so ano yung x? Diba, we can draw a triangle dito. Yan, we can consider this triangle. So, if this is 3, ano yung remaining distance patungo sa C? Yan. Diba, that will just be 6 cosine of wala pa pala tayong angle. So, sabihin natin theta. 6 cosine theta minus 3 meters. I hope you would agree. Minus 3. Yang distance na yan. So, ano yung theta? Theta is, meron tayong opposite side to the reference angle, opposite, and we also have the hypotenuse. So, ano yung function that relates the opposite and the hypotenuse? Diba, we have to use sine kasi opposite over hypotenuse. So, sine theta pala equals 3.6 divided by 6. Yan. So, solve natin yung theta. Arc sine of 3.6 over 6. We have 36.87. Yan. And then, to make our results more accurate, store na lang natin. Shift, store, A. Yan. Lagay natin sa A. So, ito yung distance natin. Again, 6 cos theta is this distance. Yan. Bala, yung buong distance na yan. And then, minus natin yung 3. Makukuha natin yung remaining distance. I hope agree lang. So, 15 pala, multiplied by 6 cos theta minus 3. Again, yung theta nakastore sa letter A. Yan. And then we have by, yung distance na yan, yung force na yan, it will cause a clockwise rotation about C. So, plus by, multiply natin by 6 cosine 30. Kasi, yung moment arm kasi nito, ng by, is itong buong distance. Yan. So, this is 6 cos 30. Theta pala. Yan. And then, we also have bx. It will cause a counterclockwise rotation about C. So, minus bx multiplied by 2.4. Yan. So, set natin to 0. So, we can rearrange the equations para ma-solve siya gamit yung 2 equations, 2 unknowns. So, ano na lang, bx yung unahin natin, bx times 6 plus by times 6, and then we have to move this to the right side of the equation. So, equals minus 36 times 2.5. So, ito yung first equation natin. Sulat natin dito. Yan. And then, for my second equation, I have bx yung unahin din natin. Bala, move natin yan to the right side, magiging positive yan. So, bx times 2.4. And then, moving this to the other side, magiging minus. Minus by, and then 6 cos theta. Yan. And then, equals 15 times 6 cos theta minus 3. Yan. So, let's just use our calculators. So, press mode, go to equation, and then two unknowns. Yan. So, 6, and then minus 36 times 2.5. Yan. And then, next is 2.4, and then minus 6 cos theta. So, again, yung theta nakastore sa A, so recall A. Yan. And then, 15 times 6 cos theta minus 3. Nakastore yan sa A, and then minus 3. Yan. So, we have, minus 6.25. That's bx. And then we have minus 8.75. This is by. Yan. So, ibig sabihin pala, itong dalawa, these are negative. So, mali pala yung assumption natin ng directions. So, sulat natin, wrong assumption of directions. Yan. But, diba, sa totoong paper, you don't have the luxury of just erasing this. Diba, dito, madali lang. Pwede mo lang i-erase yung arrowheads and then palitan mo. Wala kang luxury niyan. So, if you have a negative sign pala, just still consider your original assumptions, but just take into account the negative signs once you will solve for a certain force. Yan na lang yung gagawin natin. Now, don't be excited kasi diba nakuha natin minus 6.25 saka 8.75. Baka yung sagot nyo ito na, letter B saka letter A. Yan kasi yung trap na questions, hindi kasi yan yung hinahanap. Kasi sa first question, we have to find the horizontal force acting at B. So tama lang to sa number 1, but sa number 2, hindi 8.75 yung sagot. Just a heads up. So BX is 6.25, therefore letter A pala yung sagot. I mean letter B. Yan. Now, number 2 is the resultant reaction at A. Now, this is RA, which is resultant kasi yan. So, bala, AX squared plus AY squared. Yan. So, we have to get AY and AX pala. But since alam na natin yung AX saka AY, ito na lang yung, BY pala saka BX, masusolve na natin yung forces dito. So, still considering the left side of the equation, alam na natin to. This is minus 6.25, while this is, move ko lang to Yan. BY is negative 8.75. Yan. Ito yung ibig kong sabihin na you can just retain the original figure but just take into account the signs. Yan. So, to get AY, we can sum up forces along Y. So, meron tayong AY, yan yung ano natin. Now, yung vertical force lang na nag-a-act dito is only BY. So, AY must be equal to BY. But since downward yung inassume natin, minus pala yan. Minus BY equals 0. So, we have AY minus negative 6.25. Take into account the sign. Yan. So, equal yan to 0. So, ano pala yung AY? Ano yung direction niya? Negative times negative, magiging positive. Moving that to the right, magiging negative, ano yan? Wait lang. BY pala is 8.75. Sorry. Na interchange ko. Yan. So, this is, ano pala? 8.75. So, this is acting downward pala. Wrong yung assumption natin dito kasi negative. Now, hindi pa ito yung hinahanap natin, but if you can notice here, andyan yan sa choices, 8.75. So, be careful talaga. Kasi baka ma-excite ka ba na lumabas yan. So, check nyo muna yung, double check the question muna. Now, to solve AX naman, we can sum up forces along X. So we have, this is going to the left, so minus AX, and then plus 36 plus BX. So this must be equal to 0. So minus AX plus 36 and then plus negative 6.25. Yan. So, by the way, sa solution mo, wag mo na itong isulat. Just go directly with this. Pinapakita ko lang yung pag-change ng signs dito. So, AX pala is 36 minus 6.25. So, 29.75. Andyan din sa choices. Di ba? Letter D. So, wait lang. AX pala is 29.75, and then since positive, tama yung assumption natin. So, this is actually going to the left. Yan. Tama ba? Minus AX plus 36. Tama. Yan. So, RA pala is square root of 29.75 squared plus 8.75 squared. Yan. Now, sir, ba't hindi mo ginawang minus? Yung minus kasi pag isi-square mo, magiging positive lang din yan. So, you can just get the absolute value. So, square root of 29.75 squared plus 8.75 squared, we have 31.01. So, ito ba yung sagot natin? Yan. And then for the last question naman, the resultant reaction at C, we need RC, which is CX squared plus CY squared. Yan. So, dito naman tayo sa right side ng cut. So, saan ba? Dito na lang. Summing up forces along X, we can get CX. So, again, this is minus 6.25 and this is minus 8.75. Yan. So, we have here BX going to the left as assumed. So, minus, but yung value niya is negative. So, minus negative 6.25. Yan. And then, minus CX equal yan to 0. So, CX pala is magiging positive to. This will be positive if i-move sa right. So, CX is positive 6.25. Yan. So, this is going to the left. Kasi positive, tama yung assumption natin. And then, let's sum up forces along Y to get CY. So, we have here BY. Yung value na lang. We have assumed it as upward, but negative yung sign, so minus 8.75. And then, plus 15 plus CY. This is equal to 0, so CY pala is ano yan? Move natin to sa right, magiging minus 15 plus 8.75. Yan. So, minus 6.25 pala yung CY. So, wrong yung assumption natin. Bala, this is going downward pala. Yan. So, andyan din sa choices, merong 6.25 but hindi yan yung sagot. The answer must be RC equals CX squared plus CY squared. So, 6.25 squared plus 6.25 squared. Yan. Or you can just write square root of 2 times 6.25 squared. Yan. Ganito na lang. If the same yung dalawang forces. So 2 times 6.25 squared. We have 8.84. Yan. So, anong letter yan? This is letter A. Yan. So, ito naman. Write the shear and moment equations for the semicircular arc. Now, madali lang to kasi the same lang siya dito, yung process niya. Now, if you have a vertical force dito sa gitna, then meron tayong reaction dito which is equivalent to half of the force. So, this is ano pala? Wait lang. This is P over 2 pala yan. And this is also P over 2. Now we have two conditions because our angle can be lesser than 90 or it can be greater than 90. Kasi diba, this consists of 180 degrees. Now theta can be parang ganyan. Pwedeng ito yung theta natin. Or pwede din pa ganyan. Pwedeng ito yung theta natin. So we have to make two equations for the two cases. So let's first make an equation for anong tawag dito? Let's make an equation for the case where theta is lesser than 90. Yan. So, madali lang kasi saan yung problem kanina? Diba, essentially, since we only have a vertical force, parang ganito lang yung nature ng problem. So, what if ika-copy ko na lang yan and then change na lang natin yung signs. So, instead of 4.44, this is now P over 2. Yan. And then, hindi pala NC yung hinahanap natin. So, remove ko lang This is now P over 2. Yan. And then, sana yan. Ito yung shear. Yan. So we have to make equations for the following conditions. Wait lang. Sana yan? Wala pala dito. Solve na lang natin ulit. So, instead of 4.44, change natin into P over 2. And then, instead of 36.87, papalitan natin yan by theta. Yan. So, ito na yung sagot natin. For, ano yan? The shear equation. So, ano pala? Hindi yan C. This is essentially the shear equation from A to B. Yan, P over 2 sine theta. And then for the moment equation naman, we have to take moments about this point. Yan, yung ano natin, point of interest. Now, that can be a point anywhere along the arc. So, taking moments, sabihin na lang natin, moment sa segment AB. Yan. So, this must be, diba, this is P over 2. Yan. Now, palitan natin to. This is now the radius. Yang buong distance niya yan. So, this is also the radius then, from the center to a point along the arc. So, this is R. Now, what is this distance? Diba, that's R cosine theta. So, R cos theta yan. Ibig sabihin, yung moment arm pala going to this point is R minus R cos theta. So, the force is P over 2. And then we have R minus R cos theta. Yan. Now we can factor out R. So it will become, you have the option to factor it out, or pwede lang, ito na yung moment equation mo. This is also correct. So this becomes PR over 2 times 1 minus cos theta. Nilabas natin si R. So ito yung moment equation. For theta is lesser than 90. So dito na lang. Yan. And then, medyo mag-iiba sa theta is greater than 90. So, isusolve din natin yan. So, ito yung mangyayari. For theta is greater than 90, copy na lang natin yung figure. And then, paano ba to? Wait lang. For theta is greater than 90, remove ko yan. Bala, ito na yung case natin na consider yan. Theta is greater than 90. So, erase ko na lang to. This side of the arc. Wait lang. Yan. So, yan. We have to analyze this point. So, the same lang din. Meron tayong rotated axis. Paganyan. But essentially, the same lang yung components natin. Still use sine for this component and cosine for this component. Bale for the normal force. But medyo mag-iiba lang siya kasi meron tayong P acting downward. Ito kasi this is acting upward. So ano yung mangyayari sa rotation ng axis? We can first get VBC, di ba? VBC. Yan. Now VBC will be let's sum up forces along y prime. This is y prime, this is x prime. Yan. So for y prime, mali pala. Na-interchange ko. This is x pala. This is y. Yan. The same lang dito. Normal force yung along y prime. So we have here the component force here is we have to use sine theta. But instead of anong tawag dito? Instead of using theta, mag-iba kasi yan. Essentially, this is 180 minus theta, but magmamatter lang yan para sa moment. So, mamaya na lang. So again, we have to sum up forces along y prime. So meron tayong P over 2 sine theta. The same dito. Sana yun? Yan. The same dyan. But aside from this load, meron din tayong component for this P. Kasi if theta kasi is greater than 90, masasalin na to. Diba? Kasi ito na yung buong system natin. Kasali na yung P. So ano yung components ng P pala? Copy natin yan. Ito na lang. Yan. Yan. So we have this axis, rotated axis. Sulat na natin yung force P. Now, diba, again, yung tail ng force must be at the origin. So the force P must be the tail must be here, and then we must go downward. Yan. So what if i-rotate ko yan such that it will be parang normal tingnan. So rotate natin, and then gawin natin ganito. Yan. So this is now y prime. And this is x prime. Yan. So, what does it say? The component pala of P is downward and to the right. So, ibig sabihin, yung component pala ng P dito is parang paganto. Meron tayong, sabihin natin, px prime, and we also have py prime. Again, to the right and downward. Yan. So, ito yung components. Medyo iba dito kasi, diba, sa p over 2, that's acting upward. So, to the left. Yan, to the left and acting upward. So, sulat ko na lang din para makita nyo yung difference in the directions. Yan. So, again, left up. This is right down. So, dyan mag-iiba. But we're only interested in the shear force. So, ito lang yung px prime, yung kukunin natin. Now, again, theta is with respect to the vertical going to the component along y prime. So, ano pala, this is theta. Ito rin. Theta yan. So, theta is P sine theta. Still the same. But opposite yung directions nila. This is going to the left. This is going to the right. So, we have to use minus pala to indicate the difference in sign dito. Kasi assumption ko kasi is parang ganito na lang. Assume ko yung force dito na going here. Yan. So, ito yung ano ko. Wait lang. Ano ba yung mas ito na lang. Going here na lang. So, P, again, P sin theta. Yung component na yan. And then, minus, sabihin natin, shear BC. Bala, shear BC yan. And then, ito rin, palitan natin. Ay. Ano na lang? VAB. Yan. NAB. Saka MAB. And then, dito rin, VBC. NBC and MBC. Yan. Sorry. So, P over 2 sin theta minus P sin theta, essentially, parang sinat ko yan sila to 0. Bale, minus VBC equals 0. And then, I just moved VBC sa kabilang side ng equation. So, magiging positive yan. Sorry. Equals VBC pala. Yan. Now, we can factor P. So, pwede yung maging P times ano na lang. Ano yung P over 2 minus P? Diba? The same yung variable ng coefficient. So, diba? 1/2 minus 1 is negative 1/2. Bala, negative 1/2 P sin theta. So, ito yung VBC. Yan. Check down natin. Dapat wait lang. Minus 1/2. Sabihin natin 1. And then sin theta. Let's say 95. Negative. So, wrong assumption yan. Yes. Bale, yung assumption ng sa book kasi negative 1/2 P sin theta. Ito yung direction. If wrong assumption yan, paganyan dapat. Wait lang. Yan. So, what if moment naman? Kung sa moment tayo, we have to take moments about this point. Diyan. So, MBC is, we have this force, P over 2. We have to multiply this by the moment arm going to this point. Now, we can project a line dito. Yan. So, ano yung distance na yan? This one. Diba? This is R plus, let's consider this triangle, magiging R times cosine of 180 minus theta. Kasi, if this is theta, then the remaining angle is 180 minus theta. Yan, I hope you agree. And then we have here r pala, r plus r cos 180 minus theta. Yan. Tama ba? R plus tama. And then we have minus p, yung force na yan, multiplied by only r cos 180 minus theta. Yan. Ito yung moment arm. Wait lang. Yan. So, we can factor out PR. Diba? Kasi expanding this, magiging PR over 2 plus PR cos 180 minus theta, and then minus PR cos 180 minus theta. Tama ba? Yan. So, we have this equation, and then ano pala? PR over 2 pala yan. Sorry. Yan. Now, what is, diba, this expression has the same coefficients sa variables. So, PR. Now, what is PR over 2 minus PR? Para lang yung 1/2 minus 1. So, mangyayari is PR over 2 minus 1/2 minus 1 is negative 1/2. 1/2 PR cosine of 180 minus theta. Yan. And then we can factor out PR over 2. Kasi this is, gawin na lang natin yung PR over 2. Yan. Tama ba? P over 2 and then minus. Yan. So this now becomes, factor out natin yung PR over 2. Yan. So magiging 1 minus cosine 180 minus theta. Yan. But we can define this expression. Pakita ko. From our trigo, diba, we can define this expression as positive cos theta. Pwede yan. Now, to verify this, let's consider any angle greater than 90. Sabihin natin 97. So, negative cosine of 180 minus 97, we have this value. So, screenshot natin. Yan, minus 0.121. Now, try ko daw, positive cos theta daw. Theta is 97. So, gawin ko daw 97. Yan, di ba? It will still give the same value. Yan. So, the same lang yung dalawa. So, we can change this expression to shorten it. Gawin natin positive cos theta. So, MBC pala is PR over 2 times 1 plus cosine of theta. Yan. Ito kasi yung sagot sa libro. Now, if ako yung instructor, I will accept this solution. Yan. Okay lang yan. But para hindi kayo malito, kasi sa book, medyo iba, pinakita ko na lang kung ano yung pwede nating ma-apply. Yan. So, the same lang yung dalawa. So, yan lang muna. Salamat sa pakikinig.